is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio. PHLV Radio.
Hello everyone! Magandang buhay! Welcome to Buhay Bahayan! Yeah, where we talk about living in Las Vegas, in business, finance, real estate, at iba pa, and many others, etc. Alright, we're back in the studio. And welcome to my guest. My co-host pala. guest kaagad. Bakit guest kita, Mia? My guest, Miss Mia Casino.
Hi everyone! Happy Independence Day tomorrow. My name is Mia Martin Casino.
Naka-red, white, and blue ka, ha?
Aha. It
Dated
looks
pa.
like orange on screen, but it's red.
Madaming pera yan.
That's for New Year.
Okay.
The
We have
polka
a.
dots.
What is our topic? Today, Miss Mia? We have an interesting topic.
Yes.
Today.
The topic is don't leave the door open.
Bah, karaoke. Is it karaoke time yet?
Yeah.
All right. Let me introduce our guest today. So he is he's a good friend of mine. He was a business banker, and then he got into the food truck business. He got into the food business. Yeah, and then now he owns a garage door company. I would like to welcome Mr. Jason Diverson. No, Diverson.
Diverson
In Filipino.
Diverson.
Yeah.
Welcome, Jason. How are you? How are you,
Doing
sir?
great.
Long
Doing
time
good.
no see.
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, our pleasure.
Relax ka lang, ha?
Yeah. You know the last name, if I may.
Yeah.
Growing up, I always told people they always thought my mom remarried because how you pronounce it. In America, it's Diverson, but if you're in the Philippines, it's Diverson.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it DIV or
Yeah.
DIV.
Diverse?
Yeah.
The first
Very
time
unique.
you see it, it's always like Diverson, right? Like
Right.
Diverson. This guy's
So that's an
Americano ba?
American name or a
No,
Filipino
it's a
name?
Filipino name.
Oh, really?
So when people would sit with me,
Diverson.
they're like, "Who's that?" Like, I'm looking for Jason. I'm like, "Oh, that's me." They're like,
Parang
"Oh,
Spanish siya
I
because
know.
it's like diversion, right?
Just a-
Diversion.
Yeah.
Just a nice
So is it
twist.
diversion or diverson?
Here I pronounce it Diverson.
But it's S-O-N.
Yeah, but
Ah.
I was told the pronunciation is Diverson.
Diverson.
Yeah, so that's how you get the Filipino accent with it.
Oh, I've never
Diverson.
met
Diverson.
anyone with that.
From where? From
name.
which part of the Philippines?
In Manila, but I know my parents, they came from Tondo.
Tondo.
Yeah, Tondo, Manila. So-
Diverson.
Awesome. I have 3 questions for you.
Yes, sir. Shoot away.
You're local Las Vegas?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Not native Las Vegas, right? So you were born in the Philippines. lived
Born
here.
in California.
Oh.
I'm pretty much native because it's 20 plus years. but-
Okay. And you were born in California. Both parents from the Philippines.
Yeah, both parents from the
And
Philippines.
then how long have you lived in Vegas?
Since 98
98 from California.
from California.
Oh, wow,
So
long
we are
time.
26 years in.
Wow, long time.
Wow.
Okay, next question. Are you a renter or homeowner?
Homeowner.
Homeowner. How long?
8 years now.
8 years. Very
8
good.
years,
Very
yeah.
good. Very good. Love living in Las Vegas so far, and even owning a home.
You know
I
what?
presume.
It's nice, especially I have a lot of family in California. I like how free it is and not too congested compared to a California traffic and Vegas traffic. It's bearable.
Yeah, but it's getting there, huh? Not close yet.
You know, if you go back to California, you still appreciate what we have here,
Yeah, true.
even for what it is.
True.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. Yeah, the traffic there is
Terrible.
almost unbearable, right?
Let's say like from here to let's say 2:15 and Eastern.
Yeah.
If you're talking about California time, that's a
That's
1.5 hour
yeah.
Yeah.
commute.
Yeah,
So
the
bumper to
traffic's
bumper.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have
Especially
a friend.
in LA.
Yeah, I have a friend. I think not even just my friend, but most commuters.
Yeah.
They spend at least 3 to 4 hours just during their
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Just
Morning
you
and
know,
afternoon. That's
the-
like a
the
4-hour
commute, yeah.
drive. you know.
Like I know someone who drives like an hour 45. I said that's already 2 hours plus going back.
Yeah.
And then rush hour. Okay, all right. Let's talk about what is our Topic today, don't leave the door
Don't leave
open.
the door. I have
The
a
garage door
question.
sana. The garage door.
No, ano lang, yung spoof of the song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go
I have
for
a
it.
question.
Yes.
Your line of work is so different from the three that was mentioned,
Yes,
from
yes,
business
yes.
banker to food truck, and now you own a business in the. Why is that?
The story of how I got into my industry
Yeah.
kind of derives from my original banking roots. But I handled small businesses, and then
Okay.
I would always
Merchants,
have these. I'd always have these conversations, and then fortunately, we were let go from the bank, and I received a severance package. And to get into the first line of work was to pay homage to my grandma, because I love to watch her cook. She was a caterer, so I went into food just to give it a shot.
What kind of food? Filipino?
Believe it or not, it's Hawaiian food.
Oh, Hawaiian.
I love
yeah.
Hawaiian food. I love everything about the Hawaiian community, and it was just amazing to start with.
Did you have any Hawaiian in you, or like
I have
relatives,
family. I have family from Big Island, Oahu, but and then from the food truck, fortunately, COVID kind of closed that and pushed that off, and then I had to rethink strategies when it comes to business. And I remember going back to thinking, all right, this didn't work out. What else could I do? And when I worked at the bank, it gave me an idea of what business to kind of go into. And besides this off topic, I like to work on cars and work with my hands. I saw that there was a good privilege when it comes to home ownership and doing customizations to, let's say, my garage. I figure I get into a business where I could make a house beautiful and do it out of my own time. So save money, because I know expenses could be high when it comes to any type of garage repair or a new door.
Right.
And I could add value to what I'm doing.
Oh.
And it pays well.
So you custom the garage doors?
We do it
too?
all. We do it all.
Oh, that's
Custom,
nice.
repair, rebuild, safety inspection. We do it all. We're a full service garage door
Because most of
company.
the garage doors here in Vegas are cookie cutter, just a regular, or with some come with windows, but that's about it. There's
Yeah.
no look like a.
They're good. It's just, in my opinion, the quality is kind of going down. So it's what the builders are putting up. It's not bad
Right,
quality,
right,
but it's
yeah.
not designed for your everyday use. Like everyone uses their garage as their front door. So that's the equation that's not accounted for.
Wow, very well-rounded guy. So from banking,
Yeah.
and it's somewhat related because being in business, small business. You were a small business banker, right?
Yeah, small
Back
business
in-
banker, had a lot of
back in the day.
Merchants.
insight from a lot of my customers. So I was able to take little crumbs. They would always give good advice, and
Yeah.
you don't realize the advice until life starts giving you real pressure.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's easy, like when they tell you should do your own thing, and you're just like, oh, okay, but you're happy where you are until you get the squeeze. But it was if I could go back and thank all the individuals for the small conversations, it helped to guide me to where I am today.
Yeah, and then when you got into the food truck business, you said Hawaiian. What type of Hawaiian?
Just
food was it?
Hawaiian, like poke, their garlic chickens,
the
Musubi.
musubis.
The poke.
Yeah.
What is it? The raw tuna, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that one. Love that one.
And to be
Poke.
honest, I just went into it head first. It was I've never been in the food industry. If I were to do it again, I'd probably work culinary somewhere. My
Were you
background
doing
was Food
your-
Network.
Oh, you were doing the cooking too, or just
Yeah, I
management?
did everything.
Wow, very brave.
I have this idea that in order to run it properly, you have to wear every hat in your business.
Right, yeah.
Because then if it fails, you understand where it failed.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Wow.
So garage door. How many years have you been in the garage door business now?
Garage door business now, 4 to 5 years now, going into the
5
garage
years.
door industry.
Yeah, and it seems like almost every garage door breaks like a couple of years. So you must be
We-
really busy,
yeah.
especially during the summer.
We learn every day. There's always new obstacles. You can name it, when people accidentally hitting their doors.
Right,
Um,
right.
Misaligned, right?
Misaligned. I think the biggest thing is in the new houses, you can't see certain damages. You have this thing called a Wayne Dalton Torque Master system. People keep using their doors and don't realize these systems only last about 4 to 5 years. And when their door gets noisy, they just think it's age. When they don't realize the dragging is because of the system failing. And then when other parts, they were kind of breaking everything slowly. If I were to give an equivalent, it'd be like having your tire alignment off, you think that maybe your car is old when your steering wheel's to the left, but that's not right.
Yeah. Oh, that's the car guy in you coming out.
Yeah, that's like, I want to give an analogy where people understand.
Yeah. So typically, the garage door, what breaks first, or I should say, like, how many years is a garage door, like the whole system? How long should it last?
If everything's built right, what happens is that everything's being built too fast, and so if it's built proper, you should easily 10 years. The question is a little hard because it's when it comes to the door, it depends on the quality. So for instance, you could have a Honda that goes 100,000 miles, and you could have like a Ford that might go up to 50,000.
Yeah.
It's just the maker of the build. So to answer the question, just if everything's built right and everything's looked after, just like a car, you do maintenance, you'll get the most out of it. Hopefully that answers the question properly.
Is it covered under home warranty?
Home warranties, there's two types that we work with. Typically, your basic home warranty will cover just the operator or the motor. So let's say
that's
you have
a good question, because I had that and they were not able to fix it.
Yeah.
So and then the problem is they'll still charge you that deductible to come out to tell you we can't fix it. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
and then it's not covered.
It's not covered, and then you're at the mercy of, like, you pay the guy that just came out, and then you have a premium home warranty that will cover a lot of things, but you're paying the price. So depending on what you have, I just hear nightmares about all types of home warranties. So it's more along the conversation, because I hear nightmare stories of they just didn't want to fix it and they were making stuff up.
Right.
But we have worked with some that pay for everything. I don't want to name any companies, but if you do your research,
so I have a might not be a good question for the insurance companies, or home warranty companies, but what do you think, in your opinion, do you think you need to add, since you're saying that they're not going to even cover, so it might be cheaper just to, because it's not going to break like for a couple of years, and now you're paying for a garage door that's like monthly, and then it all sums up to a big amount of money, and then all of a sudden it just evens out. You know what I mean? Like, say, what would an average like motor or a replacement on that thing with labor on average?
If you're going to talk about average costs, I would say anywhere. It depends on who you're hiring or who you're bringing on, but fair market value averages range anywhere from $450 to maybe $750.
Yeah, but they don't break every year.
No.
Right.
The problem that you have is if they're not ethical in what they're doing for you, there's other compensating factors for why your motor's not working proper. So if they're not fixing the original problem, they're doing you a disservice. It's just like if your tires are wearing, but your suspension is shot, and all they did is fix the tire. Right. There's another problem that they didn't really tell you.
Right. So you need to fix the root of the problem first.
But I think a question you asked about the insurance or warranties, I like to use a good rule of thumb. If you know your house is about 20 years old and you're on a budget and you're worried, typically things are starting to break now. I think Las Vegas is in a sweet spot, because I hear feedback from customers saying, you wouldn't believe it, my water heater broke, my AC broke, now my garage is broke. So if I were to give insight to anyone that wants to get insurance, if they're contemplating, if your house is 15 plus years old and you want the peace of mind, get it.
Consider,
If it's new, you could be more, it's like a brand new car. You don't really have to worry in the beginning, but once it hits that 100,000, you better have your insurances ready.
Right.
So
cool. That's
How
a good
about those
idea.
The keypad entries? Are those safe?
Yeah, so all the brands, I'm part of a community where they will talk about troubleshooting and safety. They have what's called an IntelliCode feature, where it's fully encrypted and it changes every time you put it in. I don't want to, it is safe, but if someone really wants to break into your house, they'll break in.
Oh, that's true.
But it's hard to mimic unless you accidentally give away your information.
Right.
It's like giving away your PIN code. Like, your PIN is safe as long as you cover it when you put it in.
Right.
But if you give it out, then you should have never gave it out.
Right.
But it's not that easy to crack.
It's not easy to crack.
No, because it's a frequency, right?
Yeah.
It's
So
like a remote
unless you
control.
use a lot of similar digits and people see it,
Right,
that's
right.
when just like your PIN, just protect it and try not to make it obvious, like
Right.
your street address, like your house number. If it's 3353,
right.
Yeah.
don't make it 3353.
That's true.
They will try that.
Don't
first,
make it
of
1 2 3
course.
4. Don't make
Yeah.
it 9876.
Yeah, and I think nowadays with the modern technology, we do have apps now that can open,
Yep.
Right,
gadgets
right,
that can
yeah.
connect to pressing the button from inside,
from the
just connecting
phone.
it to Wi-Fi, and then just
Using
do
your
it
phone?
using your phone. It doesn't even have to be your garage door. Doesn't even have to be Alexa ready
Yeah.
or whatever that is. Like
Yes.
Android or.
So what
Yeah.
you're talking about is the smart feature. There's
Yeah.
two brands. There's the Genie brand, which is called Aladdin Connect,
Mhm.
and then you also have
Genie and Aladdin.
right, and then you also have MyQ, which is a LiftMaster Chamberlain brand.
Lift
Yeah.
Master, yeah.
It's a nice feature, especially if, as I always pitch it to the other customers, because I always ask them, do you ever find yourself driving back home to see if your garage is closed?
Yeah.
Now you can have peace of mind and close it from your
See
phone.
it from the
Yeah.
phone.
Just so you don't have to worry or be stressed about someone breaking into your house.
Yeah.
So,
That's a neat safety feature for it. Yeah, we do see a lot of like home invasion, like
Yeah.
just leaving the door
Right,
open like
yeah.
that, and
Yeah.
that would be a good countermeasure. And it's hard sometimes because you think you press the remote, and then the moment you left the house, there's something stuck in there, and then it
Right,
just
it
went
won't-
halfway. And then it's gonna go back up. So-
we've had customers where they have those issues, and then even another one is there's what we call ghost openings. If you have a garage opener and it's been 2 to 3 years, change your batteries in all your remotes.
Oh.
Because what will happen, this is for the viewer, if you have a ghost opening, anyone that comes out to say your motor is broke, you need to replace it.
Oh, it's
What
just
happens
really
is
the
a weak signal in the battery
batteries,
will
yeah.
throw a code and it'll cause your garage to open maybe at midnight.
Oh
Now there's
my
other
goodness.
factors, but I'd rather give you guys like the simple fix. Change your battery like every 3 to 5 years.
Oh, 3 to 5.
Even if it's working, change it anyway.
Oh, that's what it is. I really thought there was a ghost in our house.
You ever have that problem?
Yeah,
Change the
it
batteries
just
it
open.
and all the remotes.
No,
Change it all.
I'm serious. Nagbubukas siya, like on its own, and then
Yeah.
it's like, what?
Yeah.
No, I always blame a family member.
That's
Like,
scary though.
You left the garage door open last night, and look, no one got stolen.
Yeah,
You know?
it has to be diagnosed.
Or nothing.
If you change the batteries, then there's another problem. But
Yeah.
the cheapest fix is change your batteries first.
Yeah.
Especially, like I said, these houses are 15, 20 years
Right,
old.
right.
We're gonna,
That's a good
someone's gonna try to
idea.
sell you a
Motor.
new motor when you may not need it. It might be a
Right.
simple battery issue.
So always have fresh batteries, and they last like what, a year or so.
More
You know,
than-
the quality nowadays, I just say play it safe. Just like every remote in your control,
Yeah,
remote
remote
control.
control.
Why not change it every year for the costs? You're talking about like $3 to
Yeah.
$5. Might
Yeah.
as well change it yearly.
Yeah, yearly.
Yeah.
So put a reminder to change it yearly.
I always say every year you should be checking up on your life insurance, your auto insurance, and just making sure all your costs are right. Check all your batteries. Once a year, just do a full inspection on everything in your house.
Inspection.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's the banker in him.
Yeah.
You know,
I know.
it's coming.
It's all
It's coming
coming
out.
together.
Yeah, we'll see if he has the comedian in him later on.
Is it that time already?
Not yet, I think. Almost. All right, what else? What else are we gonna talk about here? I don't have any other questions for you, except what do you do out here for fun in Vegas? And that was my third question actually.
Right now, my life is full of discipline. I have
Disappointments?
Discipline.
Discipline.
As we
almost
start to
there,
get
that's
older, we're gonna learn about blood pressure, different things.
Oh, blood pressure.
I'm trying to not go and be in the hospital.
Oh, that's good.
So I'm full of discipline. I try not to. The gym is kind of the second home, but it's because of health reasons. My dad was on dialysis and kidney failure, and I'm his son, and we're all what is it, susceptible
Genetics,
to blood
yeah.
pressure, the Filipino
Yeah,
curse.
genetics, huh? Yeah.
So genetics. But as far as fun, I
Oh.
like to learn as much as I can.
We have a website question.
Ooh, we do have a question. All right. So go ahead, Mia.
Is it safe to do it yourself a garage door that is for something like lubricating it and other minor adjustments?
Yeah, it is.
Safe ba kung if you DIY it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are essentially, when you're lubricating a door, for the customer that's listening or consumer, is all your moving parts need to be lubricated, metal to metal contact. So you have what's called hinges that slide. You want to create less friction, so that's why you're going to lubricate your door at least once a year, just to cause it to operate smoothly. Now, a lot of people do that and say my garage is still loud. That's when you should have a professional come out, because you might have another underlying condition that's making the rest of it worse.
They might not be using the right lube as well, because it depends. Like there's grease, there's WD-40, or there's just like baby oil or the lighter
Baby oil.
Singer oil.
Use baby oil.
Lighter.
You know what I'll say?
Baby oil
Singer oil. That's for the like the.
Yeah.
Alam mo yung singer oil sa paano yun yung sa sewing machine, right? The singer oil.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have that here. The singer oil.
What baby oil?
Johnson's baby oil. Yeah.
You know, rule of thumb: go to Home Depot, go to Lowe's,
Yeah.
and have them walk you to the garage grease. They're in cans, and then just use a little. You don't have to use a lot.
Okay.
The goal
Okay,
is-
so there's a specific lubricant for the viewer.
Yeah,
For the viewer's purpose.
it will say it on the bottle: garage door
Garage
lubricant.
door. Oh.
Ah, there you go. So,
So-
hindi baby oil.
Don't let them point
Kala
you
ko-
to the aisle. Just
kala
have
ko
them
pe-
walk you to it, because the cans will say it.
Kala ko
So-
pwede lang baby oil if you don't have anything. I mean, you can
Hindi,
see
wala
Instagram
cooking oil.
posts that are
Baby
like,
oil talaga.
just use a dishwashing liquid for like temporary lubricant.
Yeah, all of it works, but it's just how long will it work?
Ah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
It's not gonna last that much. So you don't even want to use grease, because grease is gonna maybe
You know,
thicken later on.
being in this industry, there's a lot of folktale with. Oh yeah, so let's add to another one. Don't grease your tracks. That's the biggest,
there you
the
go.
biggest
Yeah.
misconception.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
So if you could understand how the roller is supposed to stay inside,
Right.
if you grease it and there's a problem, you make it easier for that roller to pop out. So don't grease the
that's a
tracks.
bigger problem.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what my dad did.
Yeah,
And that's
so what they think is it'll slide
point
better.
it out.
Yeah,
to
so
him.
when it's all dirty and greasy,
Yeah.
it's because
Where's the
they just
camera?
made a mess.
Right
Don't make
here.
a mess, guys.
Here's the camera right here.
Yeah.
Where's
No,
the
right here for me.
Yours is, I
The
think.
camera is for me is right here. No, I was gonna point it out to my. If you're watching, my father dear, do not grease the tracks. This is from a professional
Yeah,
here.
do
And
not grease the tracks.
not
baby
grease-
oil, Tito Rich.
Do not, do not grease the tracks.
Only
because
lechon grease.
it will harden and it will make it more difficult
No,
for
you just if the door has a problem and it starts to shift,
yeah.
the pressure will make it easier to slip out.
Yeah.
So you don't
Okay,
you don't
okay,
want
okay,
it to
okay.
slip out. So that's why you keep it dry, because those wheels are designed to stay in the track.
Yeah.
So when you grease it and there's, let's say it starts to shift a little, that pressure in a weak point, path of least resistance, will pop out. So that's why you don't grease the track.
Like the bicycle.
All right.
don't do
Yeah.
that.
I would like to say a shout out to my father. He
He's a
just got
greaser.
he just got better. He's better now. So thank God, praise God.
We
That's
have
my
another
shout out. So
question pala.
good job. And
Ask away.
also don't put grease in the trucks anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll have to call Jason again.
Good news for Tito Rich.
Good news.
The
Praise God, praise
the
God.
question went away. Okay, there's a question from the website from Amy. How about problems with the spring? There is a warning
Not to
not
touch,
to touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when it comes to your spring, essentially it's spring loaded. So there's a lot of tension under there. So if you don't have the experience, just hire a profession, or be prepared to just imagine trying to catch weights. If you don't know what you're doing and you don't know how strong it is and you just try to lift weights,
Yeah.
you
It
can hurt
could
yourself.
hurt yourself.
Yeah, if you don't
That's
have any
true.
experience, you could
That's true.
accidentally hurt yourself. So
So tell him, Jason.
yeah, you
don't.
essentially have like a 200-pound force on those springs, and if you don't know how to handle it, you can hurt yourself. So
Yeah.
don't touch the springs.
Okay, don't touch the springs. All right, which brings us to our very last segment, which is our joke time.
Let's get it.
Let's start to wrap it up. Jason, what is your joke, sir?
My joke of the day is from when I was in elementary school. So listen in quick. The question is, what's the difference between a man and a horse?
One is on top and the other one is at the bottom.
The horse is fast.
The man is slow.
So the answer is actually a horse has a tail and a man doesn't.
What? I don't get that.
That's a joke. When I was a kid, I was listen here. I was part of the casting to Brent the Judge. I was the only one laughing in the crowd.
Okay. Let me go first. Let me go first because this one is actually related. My joke is related to our.
You see?
Your punchline is.
See, me and you, we get it.
I don't get it. Okay. I'll do the garage door joke for you. I have a garage door joke
now
actually.
it's
Okay.
related.
So my joke is why did the garage door go to therapy? Why?
It lost its spring.
Ooh, that's a good answer. How about you?
Huh.
Just
Yeah,
give
I'm gonna
up.
say it's stuck.
Okay,
It's
no.
somehow stuck.
It's stuck up, yeah, something.
Yeah.
like
Stuck
that.
up, yeah.
It had issues opening up.
Oh.
All right.
True.
Last but not least, Miss Mia Casino, your joke.
I just wanna do a disclaimer. This is not a green joke, okay?
Approved.
Okay.
Not like the horse
Just so
and the
we're
tail.
clear,
Okay. My gosh.
All right. What word starts with F and ends in UCK?
What starts with letter
I
F?
can't say it.
It's not green. There's a moment of silence.
Film
on this.
truck.
Ah, close. Fire truck.
Oh,
That's pretty close. That's pretty close.
I just wanted to give you that joke. All right. Thank you guys for watching Buhay Bahayan. See you again next time, Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Pacific
Happy
time.
Independence
You
Day.
can watch us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and on Amazon Fire TV. Listen to us on the PHLV radio app or get our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Happy Independence Day.
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th of
Happy
July.
the 4th be with you.
Thank you guys.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you,
Jason.
Very well. Thank you.
Yep.